What's up you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we made our way down south to Hikkaduwa, and wawa. Check this out. We just walked down to the beach. We're actually staying in a guest house that is not too far away. Woo, there's a wave. That is not too far away from the beach itself, and we just walked down here to check out the beach, and oh my god, it's so beautiful. It seems like a surfer's paradise.
Alright guys, so we made our way to a place that's situated directly on Hikkaduwa beach. We're very excited to be down here and back down in south of Sri Lanka. We really fell in love with southern Sri Lanka the last time we were here. I believe the last time we were in South Sri Lanka, we were on the beach in Marissa, and that was an out of this world experience. And now something a little bit different. We came here to Hikkaduwa, and today I suppose we're going to show you guys a little bit of the real side of Hikkaduwa. What does it cost to be a tourist here? What is it like? What are the beaches like? Where should you check out? We're still pretty new and blue here in Hikkaduwa, so we have a lot to explore, and we're going to show you guys all of our very first impressions, first experiences here. And we came to a place, a cafe that's called Sea Salt Society, situated directly on the beach. So we are literally have the sound of waves going on right beside us, and we ordered up 2 coffees. We're feeling like we need a little bit of caffeine before we go for a nice swim. So guys, let's get the day started here in beautiful Hikkaduwa, Sri Lanka. So that coffee was absolutely delicious. Once again, the name of that place was called Sea Salt Society. It's just a basic like cafe that's situated along Narigama Beach. I actually said we were on Hikkaduwa Beach. This is called Narigama Beach, the stretch that we're on at the moment. Narigama Beach seems to be on the wavy side for sure. It seems to appeal much more to the surfer crowd. Now, we definitely have not done anything in regards to surfing yet, but we are going to be here in the south over Christmas and the New Year's, so we're very likely going to get involved at some stage with either body surfing, or some type of water activity, because both of us really enjoy the beach. And speaking of beaches, we're on our way now to go to the main beach called Hikkaduwa Beach, because apparently they have a beautiful coral reef there, and you can see a lot of turtles. Naomi is a big fan of the turtles, so let's go and check out Hikkaduwa Beach.
Now, since we came to Hikkaduwa, I know it is so beautiful here, and actually like we really love this area. But as you can see, there are a lot of Russians here in the area, which we were not aware of beforehand. Now, not that we have anything against Russians, but usually where the Russian tourists are, it is a little bit more on the expensive side. So what we realized since we came here is that everything here is pretty much 3 to 4 times more expensive than other areas necessarily are around Sri Lanka. Especially if you go to the rural areas, you might even be talking about like 5 times more expensive actually than other areas. Here Hikkaduwa is very beautiful, but as I said, be prepared, come with a full wallet, because it is very touristy around here.
Oh, thank you.
Around with the turtles is beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's really nice.
Sorry, I didn't know you were filming.
Right now guys, we're actually on the main street, I guess you can call it, on Hikkaduwa. I'm not too sure what it's actually called, but we're on our way kind of towards Hikkaduwa Beach, the coral reef area. And this main street here, you're basically going to find a whole different selection of clothing shops everywhere. You'll also find a lot of different hotels and restaurants, seafood restaurants for example. You've got oysters over here, but a lot of restaurants will be sort of, the main ones anyways will be on this road. You'll also have beachfront restaurants as well. Beachfront restaurants, obviously you're going to charge, or you're going to pay quite a bit more. But This is kind of an example of what you can find. You can't really find much like actual Sri Lankan food. You can get kottu and roti and stuff like that, but you are not going to be getting the actual authentic kottu. We've had kottu before in different parts of Sri Lanka. We've had rice and curry in different parts of Sri Lanka, and let me tell you this, guys, it's a lot spicier than it is in a lot of these types of destinations. How cool is this? Look at that. This is a Hikkaduwa bus stop, but it's loads of different like cartoon characters. You've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, you have SpongeBob, Sonic, you've got Scooby-Doo. This is really nice.
What I actually find very, very interesting here in Hikkaduwa is usually... Oh, I nearly got hit by a car. Usually no matter where you go in Sri Lanka, you sort of find rice and curry advertised to you everywhere you go. And here I actually find it quite difficult to find rice and curry or like a proper kottu or anything like that. It's everything, like all of the restaurants here seem to be geared towards a Western sort of taste, which is okay as well. It's nice for a change because it sort of feels like we're back home in Europe. But at the same time, I feel like, oh, we haven't had a rice and curry in a while, no? And it's we're sort of missing the spices already. Yeah, so we're still kind of trying to find a restaurant where we can get proper Sri Lankan food. If you know any restaurants in Hikkaduwa that we should visit, make sure and comment down below where we should go to have kind of the authentic experience, because we already miss it.
All right, guys. So we wouldn't be in the tropics here if it didn't look like it's going to start raining at any point during the middle of the day. But thankfully we seem to have made our way to the destination that we were looking for. We kind of just walked through the shopping area, and there's actually plenty of options here for you in Hikkaduwa. Now, as I said, it's mostly Western food because they are catering to the crowd that is coming here, and right now that crowd is like 99% Russian. But nonetheless, we made our way to this beautiful beach, and it seems to be a lot calmer, a lot more laid back than Narigama.
Yeah, the waves are a lot more kind of shallow. No thanks.
Thank you.
We have it with us. Thanks. And this beach area here actually looks like it has a lot less waves than the other beach where we are located at. And all of the locals are here as well. So I think this is the place to be if you want to snorkel.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more laid back. There's also plenty of boats around. So it seems to be a little bit more of like a fishing area. Very cool, very laid back environment. Oh, and there's a lady with a whole bunch of life-saving equipment. So she's off to save some lives.
You can already see that the big coral reef is located here, because if you look at the sand, it's basically just corals, which is usually maybe not a good sign for the coral reef itself, but I'm sure that there's still loads and loads out there to actually look at. 100%. It seems like it's a much nicer swimming area around here as well, but oh my god, look at how grey the sky looks. Yeah, I just heard some thunder as well.
Oh, I think it's going to be opening up on us in a few, but nonetheless, guys, we're going to continue recording. Oh, look at the boat. Hello. Friendly dogs on the beach. But as I said, guys, it looks like it might start raining soon, but nonetheless, we're going to keep recording, show you guys around beautiful Hikkaduwa. We're on the beach literally for 3 to 5 seconds, and maybe minutes, but the sky literally just opened. You can hear thunder going on as well in the background. Oh, there's a 3-legged dog. Yeah, the sky literally just opened, and we came, found some shelter, and now I think the next stop for us is just basically to see if this rain is going to continue. We're gonna go and get some actual lunch as well, because we're starting to feel a little bit hungry. Today was a pretty hot day, and we've spent quite a bit of time walking around these beautiful beach areas, but unfortunately the rain kind of washed us out. But we will not let the rain get us down. we're going to go and try and find a nice restaurant, try and see if we can find some actual Sri Lankan food as well.
So you guys, we actually found a place that is very, very reasonable priced for this area here. Just to give you an idea, for example, a normal beef burger here is 1,100 rupees. In the other places that we have been to so far here in Hikkaduwa, it has always been around 3,000 rupees, kind of in that area. So this is actually a very, very reasonable price. And we even found some kottu and some curry and deviled chicken and so on as well. So this seems to be a little bit more of a local place. And we are going to try the food here at the Hungry Buck.
So guys, sorry, my famous bucket hat is totally soaked through, so I had to take that off. But we're very, very glad to be in and sheltered from this crazy storm that's currently taking place. But we basically just ordered chicken kottu and a deviled calamari with rice. And we actually had to specify to the waiter that we wanted Sri Lankan style, so Sri Lankan level of spice. Both of us are actually pretty used to the spiciness that comes with a lot of traditional Sri Lankan food. So we're very, very excited to try the Hungry Bug out here at Hikkaduwa, sample some of this delicious food, and I do hope that this is going to be nice and spicy as well. So guys, if you watched any of our previous videos, you will know I am a very, very big fan of the EGB ginger beer. Now, at this place, things kind of changed up a little bit. They gave us a ginger beer, but it's the Lion one. So I haven't actually tried the Lion ginger beer out. So I'm gonna give you guys a very first taste test of the Lion ginger beer and try and compare the two flavors of each side by side. Trust me, I know the flavor of EGB very, very well, so let's see if we can compare the two flavors side by side. Lion ginger beer is a Coca-Cola product, so I'm not a very big fan of Coca-Cola in general. I don't really drink that much. If I do, I will go for like a Coke Zero or something like that. But here you go guys, cheers, Lion ginger beer. It's not too bad. A lot of you guys said that you need to stick to the EGB, but the flavor off of that is not that bad. It seems to be a pretty strong on the ginger, heavy on the ginger. A lot of the people in the comments as well said that the EGB ginger beer is kind of being watered down and it's not as good as it used to be a few years ago. This Lion one is not bad. I would give it maybe like a 6 out of 10.
Okay, you guys, let's give this beautiful food a try. I have the deviled calamari here in front of me, and Luke has the chicken kottu. And we cannot wait to dig in. Now, you guys keep being upset with us that we are not using our hands while we are eating, so this time we're gonna go in with hands. Okay.
So this is coconut milk gravy.
Oh,
it's
nice.
come in with Sri Lankan herb, and this is Sri Lankan typical mango chutney.
Ooh, mango
nice.
chutney.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much, Tutti.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Got some nice gravy and chutney here as well. Go in with the hands. Grab a little bit of everything, and then.
How is it? Good?
This is beautiful.
Chewy, spicy,
Well,
good.
it's a calamari, obviously, so it's a little bit on the chewy side, but that's normal. I'm sorry for chewing for so long. And he did not disappoint. He actually gave us the local spice level, so this is perfect for us.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
so tasty. You want to try your kottu?
Yeah guys, I'm gonna give this chicken kottu a try. I've had some kottu in different parts of Sri Lanka that we traveled to. Some of it has been very good, some of it has been very spicy. I like spicy, so let's give this one a try. Yes, that is absolutely amazing, and that is exactly what I was hoping for with a chicken kottu. Perfectly spiced. The chicken is also pretty large as well, like you have decent chunks of it, and also in the kottu I believe you have some chopped roti, plenty of vegetables in there too. It's the perfect snack, and this is an absolutely great way to sort of just wait for the rain to pass us by.
Can't agree more, but the rain nearly stopped. I feel like it's sort of slowing down now, so maybe we can actually go to the beach again and do some snorkeling. I want to try this kottu as well.
Kottu is amazing, very tasty.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I really like that one. The deviled calamari is so beautiful as well, and I cannot wait to actually try the coconut gravy as well. Whoop. I'm like a toddler when it comes to eating with hands.
Goes everywhere.
This is very good.
It's unbelievable, and it's great to be able to find a place that will serve you local style food, especially when you come to a place that is as touristy as somewhere like Hikkaduwa. Big thumbs up from both of us.
Now the rain pretty much stopped. It's still raining a little bit, but it's really fun to see that a lot of the tourists actually left the beach because of how much it was raining. But today is Saturday, so you have a ton of locals at the beach, and it looks like they all stayed here during the stormy weather and the rain. I think they pretty much stayed here and enjoyed the beach and the ocean regardless, which is so cool to see.
What an amazing atmosphere. Such a beautiful atmosphere here on the beach. Oh, thanks. There's a lot of people selling stuff, very aggressively trying to sell stuff, obviously because it is a tourist destination. But I'll tell you this, guys, the atmosphere and just how laid back it is here at this beach is unmatched. Get here if you haven't been already. We keep getting hit by waves and nearly falling over while talking to you guys. Have a look just how crazy it is.
The waves today are massive. They have been kind of increasing little by little every single day since we arrived here. So it is quite rough at the moment, but as I said, it's predominantly a surfer and diving type of destination anyway. But this exact beach here that we are on at the moment, you can actually... Huh?
It's like a wave pool. She got knocked over.
Oh my god. A woman got knocked over by the wave. Anyway, this very beach that we are on at the moment, if you come in the morning or very late in the evening, you can actually see turtles around here, which is very nice to see. Sorry, the waves are so crazy. Anyway, it's very nice to see that you can actually see turtles around here. Now please keep in mind there are people who are going to try and sell you some algae to feed. There are some people around here who are going to try and sell you some algae to feed the turtles, but please keep in mind, if you ever come to Hikkaduwa, turtles are wild animals. Please don't feed them, because the turtles obviously get used to the people being around them, and not every single person out there is a good person. So if the turtle swims up to the wrong person, it might go the other way as well. So please just keep your distance if you see wild animals all around Sri Lanka.
Alright guys, that was a pretty adventurous, rainy, but very delicious day, I guess you could call it, here at Hikkaduwa.
Yeah, totally. I love this area here. It's very beautiful, but as we said, it's very crowded with tourists as well. But nevertheless, because Christmas is coming up, we were kind of thinking, okay, let's go to a touristy area so it's not as remote or as lonely, basically. And I think we made the right choice for Christmas.
100%. I think we're going to be able to connect with some people maybe that are from Europe or from different parts of the world, maybe build our network a little bit here in Sri Lanka. So if you are in or around the Hikkaduwa area, hit us up down in the comments. We'll be more than happy to grab a coffee or go for a surf lesson or whatever with one of you guys. But yeah, for now, my name is Luke.
My name is Naomi.
We are the Two Mad Explorers.
And this is your reminder to keep exploring.
See you guys in the next Sri Lankan adventure.
Stuti for watching.
Stuti. Bye bye.